Airports, those sprawling temples of anxiety where you're herded like sentient cattle, all for the promise of a cramped seat and a tiny bag of pretzels. But hidden in the chaos is a secret rulebook, a set of rights most travelers don't know they have. Airlines and airports aren't exactly advertising these next to the duty-free perfume ads, so today, we're pulling back the curtain. I'll arm you with 3 crucial legal rights that can turn your next airport ordeal into something a little less soul-crushing. These are the things they don't tell you, the fine print you never read, the power you never knew you had. Buckle up, this might just save your next trip. Let's start with the big one, your right to compensation when your flight is delayed or cancelled. It's a right that many travelers don't even realize they have, and it can make a huge difference when your plans go sideways. Imagine you're stuck in an airport, vacation plans ruined, and you're not just left with an apology. You could actually get paid for your trouble. Most people don't realize that, thanks to EU Regulation 261, you could be owed up to €600 if your flight is delayed by more than 3 hours or cancelled without proper notice, if you're flying from or into the EU on an EU airline. This law covers millions of travelers every year, and it's one of the strongest passenger protections in the world. Whether you're on a business trip or a long-awaited holiday, this regulation is designed to make sure airlines don't leave you stranded without consequences. That's real money, not a sad voucher or expiring miles. We're talking about actual cash in your bank account, money you can use however you want, maybe to salvage your trip or just to treat yourself for the hassle. Airlines will try to dodge this with extraordinary circumstances. Think volcanic ash, not technical issues or crew shortages. They might claim the delay was out of their hands, but don't be fooled. Most technical problems and staffing issues are the airline's responsibility, and they know it. They're hoping you don't. The trick? Be persistent. Ask for the reason in writing at the airport, then file a claim online referencing EU 261. Keep all your documents, boarding passes, delay notices, emails. The more evidence you have, the stronger your case. They'll likely reject you at first. Don't give up. Airlines count on passengers getting frustrated and walking away, but persistence pays off. If you get a rejection, look closely at their reasoning and don't be afraid to push back. If needed, escalate to a national enforcement body or use a third-party service. There are organizations and government agencies whose job is to help you get what you're owed, and plenty of online services will handle the paperwork for a small fee if you don't want the hassle. In the US, rules are weaker, but for tarmac delays, after 2 hours, you must get food and water. After 3, you must be allowed off the plane. It's not as generous as the EU, but it's still something, and it's your right, not a favor. The key, know your rights, document everything, and don't just accept your fate. Take photos, save emails, and write down names and times. The more you document, the harder it is for airlines to brush you off. Your time is valuable. Make them pay for wasting it. Every hour you spend waiting is time you'll never get back, and the law recognizes that. It's not just about the money, it's about holding airlines accountable. When you stand up for your rights, you're helping make travel better for everyone. So next time you see delayed, channel your inner detective and fight for what you're owed. Don't let frustration turn into resignation. Turn it into action. It might take effort, but that compensation is a victory worth savoring. There's real satisfaction in knowing you didn't let the airline get away with it. Remember, knowledge is your best weapon at the airport. The more you know, the less likely you are to be taken advantage of. Don't let them count on your ignorance. Stand your ground, ask questions, and demand what you're entitled to. €600 tastes a lot better than stale pretzels. Next time your plans go off the rails, remember, you have rights, and you deserve to be compensated for your lost time and disrupted journey. Now let's talk about water, the most basic human need, and yet somehow one of the hardest things to get for free at an airport. Airports treat water like a luxury item, turning what should be a right into a pricey privilege. After you clear security, you're parched and staring at $7 water bottles. wondering if hydration is worth the cost of a meal. But here's a secret. In the EU and UK, airports are required by law to provide free drinking water after security. It's a traveler's hidden advantage. The catch? It's often hidden away, so keep an eye out for water fountain signs, which can be surprisingly subtle. Or, if you can't find a fountain, just ask a cafe or restaurant to refill your bottle. Most are happy to help, especially if you're polite. If they hesitate, gently mention that you thought free water was required by airport policy. Sometimes, a little knowledge goes a long way. More often than not, you'll get what you need, and maybe even a smile for being in the know. In the US, there's no federal law guaranteeing free water, but many airports have installed hydration stations in recent years. So, always pack an empty, reusable bottle in your carry-on. It's a small move that pays off big. Once you're through security, hunt for refill points. They're often near restrooms or tucked away in corners. If you can't spot one, don't hesitate to ask at a cafe or coffee shop. Most staff are used to the request. The worst they can say is no, and you'll be no worse off than before. This isn't just about saving a few bucks. It's about staying hydrated, feeling good, and avoiding headaches or fatigue. Plus, you'll help cut down on single-use plastic waste. Remember, airplane cabins are notoriously dry, and dehydration can make jet lag and travel exhaustion even worse. So, skip the overpriced bottles. Bring your own, find the free water, and take pride in outsmarting airport price gouging. It's a small act of rebellion that feels surprisingly satisfying. Every sip is a win against airport markups. Stay hydrated, stay smart, and travel with confidence. Your wallet and the planet will thank you for making the effort. Don't let thirst be another airport scam. Take control and make every journey a little bit better. Finally, let's talk about security checks, the most personal and, for many, the most uncomfortable part of the airport experience. It's the moment when your journey pauses, and suddenly, your privacy feels like it's on display for everyone to see. If you're pulled aside for a pat-down, remember, you have the right to request a private screening. This isn't just in the US, but also in the UK, EU, and many other countries around the world. It's a standard protection, not a special favor. All you need to do is say, "I'd like a private screening, please." Security staff are required to honor this request. They can't refuse or pressure you to stay in public. You'll be escorted to a separate area, away from the busy crowds, where a witness will be present for your safety and theirs. This ensures the process is both respectful and transparent. This option is especially important if you have medical devices, wear religious attire, or simply value your personal space. It's about protecting your dignity, no matter your reason. You don't have to justify your request or share personal details. Just ask, and it must be granted. Your comfort is reason enough. Stay calm and polite. Remember, agents are just doing their jobs, and a respectful approach can make the process smoother for everyone. This right is especially vital for transgender and non-binary travelers who may face additional scrutiny or discomfort during security checks. It's a way to protect yourself from unnecessary stress or embarrassment. You can also request that the person conducting the screening is of the gender you feel most comfortable with. This is your right, and it's there to help you feel safe and respected. Knowing and asserting these rights gives you back some control and dignity in a situation that can feel overwhelming or invasive. Don't let a security check turn into a public spectacle. You deserve privacy, and you have the power to claim it. Protect your privacy. It's your right, and it's worth standing up for, even if the process feels intimidating. Even in the chaos and rush of airport security, your dignity matters. Remember, you're not just a passenger, you're a person, and your rights travel with you. There you have it, 3 rights that can transform your next airport experience. From claiming compensation to finding free water and protecting your privacy, knowledge is power. Have you used any of these rights? Share your stories in the comments. If you found this helpful, hit subscribe for more travel tips and legal insights. Thanks for watching. Now go book that flight. You've earned it.